today. From FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's a special New Year's Day edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Carson Wentz and the Washington Commanders taking on Deshaun Watson and the Cleveland Browns.
Well, this building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Washington Commanders. Possession of the football with Washington here on the first drive of the game coming up. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
But, Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk. They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 41. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. To throw is Wentz. And he finds McLaurin. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin, his 11th touchdown of the year. Developing situation here following the interception. A golden chance for points as the offense is back out there with a 1st and goal to go. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with his 28th touchdown. Drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So we have a tie now atop the all-time single-season rushing touchdown list. LaDainian Tomlinson, you've just been joined by this man. So here's the situation. The football in the red zone for the offense. 2nd down and 1. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. 93 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. And he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today.
This defense in need of a big stop in a tight game in the 4th quarter. Let's see if they can get that stop they need. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It carries
right back to him on 1st down. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that.
One-score game, 7 points here in the 4th quarter. This offense, they need to get the football back on this onside kick.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Washington ready to try again on offense.
And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then they'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And even 150 yards on the ground for him now with 4 touchdown runs tacked on. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Commanders, they continue to show they're playoff ready as they move to 13-3 with 1 game remaining.
today. From FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Carson Wentz and the Washington Commanders taking on Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
All right, time for an early game drive here as they look to hopefully set the tempo for the remainder of the game to come. They'll start on the ground here on first down. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Done. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
Third down, as a defender, all you're thinking about is getting off the field. How do you stop this last play? But if you don't wrap up when you tackle.
A pretty big early test for the defense coming up. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. A gain of 3, second down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Wentz. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for the Cowboys,
they finish above 500 for the year. The final tally 9-8.
And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders,
this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And the playoffs will run through their house as they'll get the week off and get set to host a divisional round game in 2 weeks' time. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Landover.